Today is Sunday, March 22nd. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Temperature's 49 degrees. I'm going to open up the vents on my cloche. It was only 29 degrees last night. I looked at the 10-day forecast and I don't see any more freezing weather ahead. So that's good. It's time for things to start growing. It's springtime. Looks like one of my bok choy is going to seed, so I'm going to cut that out and take it inside and use it in some soup. It looks like the aphids have found their way onto my bok choy. They reproduce fast and they're hard to get rid of. You can use soapy water, but that damages the leaves. I brought out a couple of seedlings from inside. I think these are mustard. I'm going to go ahead and plant those. Don't know if they'll all survive. They're getting a little spindly from being under the lights for too long. Okay, I've put in a few new seedlings to take the space of the bok choy that I just harvested. We'll see how they do. It's good to see we have a lot of worms in here. While I have the cloche open, I think I'll pick some lettuce. It's growing so fast now. We haven't even finished eating what I picked last weekend, but I'm going to pick some anyway. These are big leaves. We don't really need any more lettuce right now, but if I don't pick it, then it starts shading all of the other plants in the garden. So I really have no choice. I mean, this leaf is much bigger than my hand. I finished thinning out the Black Seeded Simpson lettuce. I've tried growing this before in years past. It's never been very successful. I've always planted it in late spring, and what the animals didn't eat just sort of died off. But as a winter plant, it's done very well. There are still about 15 plants left, and at this point it's producing more than we can eat. I picked over the plants last weekend and got more than a colander full. You can see I've got a colander full here, and I also ended up with a pile that I couldn't fit in the colander. I'll just have to make a couple of trips. And the plants under the row cover look like they're doing pretty well. Got some cabbage in here, some mustard, and a few leaf lettuce plants. This is Grand Rapids leaf. We'll see how that does. And under this row cover we've got dwarf Siberian kale. What I originally thought was Japanese red mustard, but now I'm thinking this is the purple lady bok choy. And then I have some scarlet kale and some Swiss chard growing. And they all look like they're rooting, they're taking well. It looks like they're all going to do well. So I'm excited about spring. The next thing is to tear down the lettuce plants inside. And just to make sure everybody understands, these are the same lettuce plants that I was picking from in early November. So if you go back and see those videos, you'll see how much smaller the plants are, how much smaller the leaves were. But they were producing then, and they've been producing ever since. It's been, 5 months. So I would rate these highly successful as a winter plant. They don't bolt, they don't get too bitter, and they're very productive.